Congratulations, mate. I guess to go over to a big club like South Melbourne must be a huge thrill for you. Can you just take us through, how you feel at the moment about it?
Well, it's obviously really exciting. I went over there yesterday, had a look around, and just the stadium and the change rooms and everything's just world class physiotherapy and everything like that. Just great, really exciting.
Surprised by, I guess, the level of professionalism over there. I mean, Tassie's got a certain amount of facilities, but those guys over there just take it to a whole new level.
Oh yeah, wow. It's like when you see it on TV, like the A-League and that, it's like comparison to that really. Similar sort of facilities, it's just great.
How's the process been, mate? How have you ended up there? Can you talk us through that?
Well, I've obviously come to Olympia this year, and we'll put in some good performances there. And the mainlands, obviously, we've got a few contacts over there. Bit of a connection with South Melbourne from this club, so they must have noticed me and connection through George. And well, here we are.
What kind of time frame do you give yourself from here, I guess, to get up to the next level beyond that? You just have to do a couple of years over there and just see how it goes?
Well, as I was told by the coach and manager and that, if you do well at South Melbourne, you get noticed by A-League clubs. It's as simple as that. As Andy Brennan has already shown us, put in a few good performances and you get picked up pretty quickly.
There's a Tassie connection there. Obviously, India won't be there for much longer, but he's gone there now as well. So is that nice to know someone there, I guess?
Yeah, it should be good. Should help me settle in, I guess. And just good for Tasmanian football all around.
Do you know Nick?
Yeah, I know Nick. Played against him, with him in futsal a few times. So.
Was there any other interest from any other clubs kicking around, mate, or you pretty much had your mind set on heading there?
Well, South Melbourne's obviously a massive club, and they're like my first choice, so that's the one I always wanted to go to, and it's ended up like that.
And you're still at school, so is that Year 12 for you this year? Or?
Yeah, finishing Year 12 this year, and then I'll be doing uni over in Melbourne next year, so it works out really well.
Any discussions with the coach as to what kind of role you'll play at the club? Will you keep you doing what you've been doing down here, or perhaps a new role for you over there?
Well, they know me as a left back, left wing, so I'll play there, or maybe they might put me outside. I'm just happy to play wherever they want me, really. So.
It pleasure you're able to play out season here at Olympia, I guess, as well.
Oh yeah, it should be good. We've obviously started really well, and we're going to finish out the season and hopefully grab the premiership.
Glenn, aside from winning championships, is this the next best feeling as a coach to have one of your young proteges, take that extra step towards a big top?
Oh, it's fantastic. Luke's obviously done very well for us and the league. We're only 7 games in and already a big club has picked him up. So it's fantastic to show the youth coming through that there's a pathway on to bigger clubs if you join Olympia.
It's a bit of sweet for you, I guess, though, because you lose a star player as well for next year.
Look, I think Luke is always heading to bigger and better things. Don't be surprised if he goes beyond Victoria Premier League as well. So, you can't hold back talent. So, when it's on your doorstep, you want to provide the best pathway possible.
You're talking like rapidly going to the A-League there potentially, or?
I think there's a number of opportunities for him. There's no doubt he's on a bigger stage now. The identification process is much better, obviously, with clubs like this. So it could be A-League, who knows? It could be, national. He's still young. It could be national under-20s. Who knows? I
guess a lot of people have seen the A-League at home, the casual soccer observer. Can you just paint a picture for us? What's it like being a rung down at South Melbourne? Are they still getting huge crowds and like Luke was saying, facilities? Can you just tell us a bit about that?
Sure. Well, it's a whole new level. I think 60,000 Twitter followers. They have high A-League aspirations. They're Oceania Club of the Century. All these things, point towards a very good club, big club, and well supported. So it's just it's not just another level in terms of the support he's going to. It's probably another 5 levels. So it's fantastic.
How encouraging is it, I guess, that a club that size is looking to Tasmania to recruit its talent, and they could be looking anywhere really, but it must be a huge buzz to know that they're looking south.
Sure, it is fantastic, and obviously this club we see ourselves as a sister club to South Melbourne, so it's just fantastic that now we can actually show our players that we can create that pathway to a much bigger club.
Would it have happened if the Victoria League hadn't been formed, do you think, if it was still the Southern Premier League, would players be going to other competitions?
I think there's been a big increase in terms of the development of coaches, which filters down into a better playing style, a better player that we're producing. So I think we're in a bit of a golden age in terms of Tasmanian football, and obviously with players like Luke, Andy Brennan, etc., that these sorts of players are now going on to these bigger clubs.